Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4 PBL with title Design and Develop CISA 4.0 Prototype Application Dummy Version for Document BC 2.0. And our team consists of 5 people, including me. My name is Bemolana, and I'm also the leader of this group. Ibnu Hanisa Sabila, Rahel Simanjuntak, Yosalin Teona Setiawan, and Akbar Hafiz. And then we can move to general description.
After general description. Develop Polybottom Logistics is a web-based application that is an innovation of the government's CISA 4.0 application. Focus on the import, process, and BC 2.0 documents in custom activities. Scope, staff must update the currency rate on the master currency data. 2. Processing of BC 2.0 documents is not included in the application. And 3. Does not use NPWP data that is synchronized with the central NPWP at the customs. Functional requirements. 1. Importers can register a new account. 2. Importers can log into the system. 3. Importers can change their password after login. 4. Importers can change their password before login. 5. Importers can manage intangible goods documents. 6. Importers can manage tangible goods documents. 7. Staff can manage the master data. 8. Staff can view the list of importer accounts. 9. Importers can print PIP documents result in PDF format. Non-functional requirements. 1. Usability. The Polybatam logistic application must be able to be used by students at Polybatam, especially the International Trade Logistic Study Program. 2. Availability. The system able to run for 24 hours non-stop, except when there is system maintenance or system update. 3. Portability. The system can be accessed on any platforms or operating system that can run web-based applications and is connected to the internet. 4. Security. The web system use login using username and password. 5. Language using Indonesian language.
Next, I will explain about the use case diagram. So use case diagram is the picture you can see here. And this use case is a visualization of functional requirements, like what Akbar has explained. And there are actors, namely pengimpor and petugas. They are the persons or actors that contributes in the system. And then the rectangle shape with the text Polybatam Logistic is the system. And the ellipse shapes represent the functional requirement. And the interaction between the actor and the system through functional requirements is connected by a straight line. Next, I will explain about the use case scenario. Here you can see there are 2 use case scenario, but it's too long, so it's too much. And so the use case scenario is a description of how a system or product is used in a particular situation to achieve a specific goals. It outlines the interaction between users or actors and the system to accomplish a particular task or objective. The use case scenarios are often used to define requirements and define design, testing, and documentation. A typical use case scenario includes, like in the table, there are the identification of number, name, and then the actor, the description, and the condition of the first scenario and the last scenario. We can see here there are the menambah, mengedit, menghapus. Here is we can add the process of the adding document, editing document, and deleting document. And there are the scenario alternative or the alternative scenario, that is when, what if the main scenario is not working.
Okay, this is our EF diagram. We use a chain notation EF diagram where the entities symbolized with balls, attributes by ellipses, and connected by lines. So the line connect the entity to attributes. And the relationship between entities can be used with line and arrows. The arrows mean the one side, and the lines mean the many side. The rhombus shape is an image of the relationship. We can read the layer diagram from the pengimpor entity, where pengimpor can manage their import document, and then import document have some entity, including pelabuhan, pernyataan, and tas, transaksi, barang, pengangkutan, grand pungutan, kemasan, kontainer, dokumen pendukung. And then we have some master data. There is satuan barang, jenis dokumen, kemasan barang, HS, valuta. Valuta is course from for the pabean. And then we have pelabuhan and kantor. And the last one is negara. Next is our table structure. We explain the table structure of barang entity, barang tarif entity, and barang dokumen entity. While barang entities have some attributes with their data type, length, and the description. Field mean is the name of the attribute. Example of barang ID for the barang uraian merek tipe. Type data is the data type that is stored by the field or attributes. Example, barang ID have integer data type. Ukuran mean the length of the attributes. So barang ID have data type integer and the length is 11. Key is the constraint of the attributes, mean barang ID is a primary key from the entity. Description is the description from the attribute. So barang ID have data type integer with length 11, and the key is primary key. With description is identifier from the entity table. And then we have two more entity, barang tarif and barang dokumen. And then we can move to prototype or mock-up.
So this is the prototype for dashboard page. This is the first page where importers will see after logging into the application. In this page, users can see, add, update, delete the document or things they want to import. Tangible document process page. This is the tangible document page where importers will see when they want to access the import process of the tangible document. In this page, users can fill in the details of the product or the document's necessities. Staff dashboard page. This is the first page for the staff where they would see after logging into the application on the page. In this page, the staff can see the list of the importing accounts. Managing master data page. This is the other page for the staff where they could access to see and add or manage new master data.
Next, obstacle and content. At this time, the main obstacle that our team face are first, the title, the PBL is quite difficult to understand and there is a lack of information available. For the solution, we have dig up more information about PBL, JSA, or any platform source. Second, it is difficult to get accurate and complete information from clients. For the solution, we have tried to be more active in reach out the clients and project manager at any opportunity. And the last, we have lack of skill, individual and group abilities of each member in carrying out tasks in various different ways. For the solution, we have learned more to develop skill by searching for material on the internet and learn to improve performance, good teamwork with mutual trust. Next. Okay, project and course contribution. First, we have course object-oriented program. The project is creation of web-based application using the PHP programming language with the use of a model view controller or MVC-based framework. In second, we have course data structure. In this course, we have import document data is displaced according to the FIFO, first in, first out order, and next display visual data as a result of statistical calculation such as those required in calculating text and user in this PBL system using the data content in this system. In this course is statistic. And four, we have project plan documents such as defining objective, scope, project plan, and PBL work timeline. In this course is introduction to project management. Okay, next we have course software design. In this project, we design documents such as functionality, use case diagram, use case scenario, and class diagram content in system development. And the next is KPPL document report that applies good writing principle in course Indonesia education. And the last, we have course database programming. In this course, we design database document and database implementation in MySQL with normalization and ERD applied. Next. For future work plans, we have create a definite timeline schedule so that there are no delays when submitting the assignment to working on UI implementation to coding and backend,
And 3, carrying out testing both internal team members and external as LPE student. And last, make a manual book, make a demo video, and revising all the documents.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for the attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.